All right, raise your hand if you don't like wearing a bra. I'm actually gonna put my hand down because I do like wearing a bra, but bras can be very limiting in terms of what you can wear on top of it. So you can basically only wear straight up and down straps. We miss out on so many cute tops with cute backless moments, plunging necklines, off the shoulder, when you're constantly worried about what bra you have to wear underneath it. I reviewed 4 different brands who made built-in bra clothing, and of course, literally a week after I post that video, one of my favorite clothing brands, Abercrombie, launches their bra-free collection. I'm like, you couldn't have done this like 2 weeks before, so I could have had it in the video. So now we're making a whole separate video on Abercrombie's new bra-free collection. I fell back in love with Abercrombie after years of no one buying from them. I feel like this was like a universal thing when they released their Curve Love collection, because that was the first time in my entire life where I could actually buy a pair of jeans and they weren't gaping on the waist and they just like literally fit off the rack. And I honestly just have so many pieces from them that I love. So I was very excited to see they have their bra-free collection. So there are some tops, bodysuits, and dresses that have built-in bras. They don't show any photos on the website, at least I couldn't find any, as to what the built-in bra situation looked like. So in this video, we'll be going over every piece, letting you know if there's just cup pads, if there's an actual separate shelf liner, if I consider them to be no bra approved, and also if I consider them to be larger cup size approved. As always, all of my measurements are down in the description. I bought basically everything in an extra small. Normally I'm a size small. Abercrombie lately, I feel like they've been running a little big, so I've been wearing an extra small. So without further ado, let's start trying these on. All right, we're starting out with a top. This is the A&F Zoe Bra-Free top. I got a size extra small, and I'm listing the full price on the website, but I did buy these on sale because Abercrombie basically always has some sort of sale going on. So if they don't have a sale going on, wait for one because there'll probably be one like the next day. So when I look for my bra-free tops, I like them to have an element to the design where I couldn't wear a bra under this normally. With the back of this top, you easily could hide bra straps, but it could be a little tricky in the front with this kind of plunging sweetheart neckline to make sure your bra doesn't show. So this one is made out of a cotton modal elastane blend. It has nice flow to it. It's actually very soft to the touch. I do love a fabric with modal in it. It just gives it that flow. Plunging sweetheart neckline with cap sleeves. They have a little scrunched up detail on the side to give it a little ruching. Looks like it's going to be kind of like a high hip length. And then examining the bra-free situation. So on this top, because it is more form-fitting, they just included a space for removable cup pads, and they did put a cup in it. So this is what the bra situation looks like. I prefer to have a separate shelf liner, but because the waist part of this top is tight, it should be okay. And then the cup pads look okay. They don't look super high quality. They're just kind of your regular triangle cup pad, a little bit crinkled. So I have seen better cup pads, I would say, for my built-in bra review that I did last month. I felt like the OGL cup pads were really nice, and I really liked that Uniqlo actually sewed their cup pads in, so you still get that padding. Because I feel like if you're buying a built-in bra top, you're gonna probably keep the padding in there because that's kind of what you're getting it for. So let's try this on. Okay, here is the top, and I do get a little bit worried about this when I see built-in bra tops with like regular short sleeves or cap sleeves. They often don't have enough like lift and support, and I'm definitely feeling that here. So the extra small is fitting well. Again, extra small is kind of my normal size for Abercrombie lately, but generally in clothing, I wear a size small. I really like the ruched detailing that's going on in the body here. I feel like it adds a little interest. It is a double thickness of the fabric as well, so good opacity and everything. And the length, I'm wearing a pair of just high-rise dad shorts, also from Abercrombie, and it goes all the way up to the high hip length, so kind of the perfect length to wear with a pair of high-waisted shorts. We have the cap sleeves, the very wide neckline that we'll get into in a second, and then in the back, very smooth and seamless because you don't have to wear a bra under it, so you don't get those bra lines or anything. All right, and now we get to the built-in bra review. So we just have the cup pads, there's no underbust support, and not really a lot of lift happening. So for larger cup sizes, I would definitely say this is not going to be approved. If you have a smaller cup size, I think this would absolutely work for a no bra moment, but it's also very low cut and also very wide. I don't feel secure in this top at all, even though this is just a regular clothing item. I'm not reviewing gym wear like I normally do. You still like move and lean over, and I just don't feel secure in this top. So for me, this one is a skip, which is a bummer because if the neckline was just a little bit higher, I really love the color and the waist style of this. But yeah, this one's gonna be a no for me. No bra approved for smaller cup sizes though. Next, we have a dress. This is the bra-free flowy tie-back maxi dress. And of course, I had to get this in the butter yellow. I think it also came in that nice pastel blue. This one was $120. So that's the thing about Abercrombie. Sometimes their dresses get a little bit expensive and I'm like, I just feel like they should be a little bit cheaper. But like I said, I did get it on sale. So I believe it was under $100 after the sale. I got a size extra small tall. It comes in petite, regular, and tall lengths. This one is made of 100% cotton and it's a very lightweight, almost linen feel. Here's an up close of that fabric. It almost just has like a gauzy feel to it. So if you look for natural fabrics, this is 100% cotton. We have this plunging neckline in the front and then a little ruched band along the bottom. The straps are little spaghetti straps and it ties in the back, which allows the straps to adjust and the back band to adjust a little bit too. So a little bit of adjustability there. We also have that stretchy panel in the back that I like when they do as well because it just allows it to fit a little bit better in the waist area. This does have a zip along the side as well to get it on easily. And the built-in bra situation for the dress, again, I wouldn't really call this a true built-in bra. It just has those cut pads that are inserted, but no elastic or shelf under the bust. And then we just have this flowy tiered skirt. Let's try it on. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about for a built-in bra dress. So first of all, I love the material of this one. It's that lightweight cotton. I believe it is lined as well. Yeah, we have a whole extra layer of it. So even though it's quite lightweight and a little bit sheer, we have 2 layers. It's just giving flowy, girly fun. I love it. And you know, I love a butter yellow. So first of all, the fit of this one is really good and it has that adjustability up top, but I'm glad I went with the extra small because it's fitting really well in the under bust area here. So I would say mostly true to size. If you're in between or you have kind of a smaller under bust area, I would size down. We have the triangle bust area here, kind of a deep V. I would consider this low to medium coverage. And we have the removable cups here, gives it a little shape, a little nippage protection. Full zip up the side with a little hook and eye to keep that nice and secure. And then in the back, we have that small back area that's nice and stretchy, which helps it fit perfectly along the rib cage area. And then the tie area also connects to the straps. So the tighter you tie this, it also tightens the straps as well. So you can make it nice and secure along the bra band area and get a little bit of extra lift as well. I find this very similar to some of the Hollister built-in bra dresses. Because this one is nice and secure along the underbust area, I actually am getting pretty supported. So I would say this is a built-in bra approved. And again, this is just my ideal built-in bra style dress because this is the exact kind of dress I wouldn't be able to layer a bra under because the front is too low. We have spaghetti straps, so you couldn't hide regular straps, and it's open in the back. So we got all 3 things that make it impossible to wear a bra, and the problem is solved. All right, just showing the bottom of the dress. I like that it has this little like layered part at the bottom. It is a little bit crinkly, but I kind of think that's the vibe. Now here is the full view. Keep in mind this is a maxi length, and I did get the tall length as well. So it goes basically right to my ankles, which is a great length where it's not dragging on the floor, but it's not awkwardly short. So I love this dress. I feel like this one definitely was exactly what I wanted this collection to be. I was just watching this back and I thought I noticed a pocket and I totally didn't even realize that this dress actually has pockets too, as if it couldn't get any better. And yes, obviously I kept this one because she's in my closet. All right, next we have a bodysuit. This is the bra-free hardware cutout bodysuit. Again, I got a size extra small and this was $50. I used to be a bodysuit girly. Like my go-to outfit was bodysuit and jeans. And let me know if you guys are also feeling this way lately, but I'm kind of over the bodysuits. I'm kind of like, you know, I just would like my experience getting dressed and going to the bathroom to be a little bit easier. And I just find that I've been reaching for regular tops more and looking for regular tops more, but I did want to try one of the bodysuits. I'm realizing that maybe an extra small is not a good choice because I am quite tall and this looks very small. This is made of the same material as that first top. It's a cotton modal elastane blend. We have a plunging neckline with the gold hardware detail in the middle. Elastic spaghetti straps, so they will have nice stretch to them, and they are also adjustable. We do have 2 clasps at the end, and it looks like it is a thong back as well. And then the bra situation on this one, it seems like everyone so far has just kind of been built-in cups with no real underbust support. When they're tight enough, it should work. But for me, built-in bra clothing, I like to have a whole separate shelf. Let's try this on. We have a pinto appearance. How you doing, kid? He had to go to the vet twice this week, just routine stuff. But I'm very proud of him because he actually wasn't too scared. He was a little scared, but when he came back, he was totally normal. So, hey pinto, hey pinto. All right, time for the bodysuit. Surprisingly, works for the long torso. So that's always a plus. Usually that's the case with thong bodysuits because they're just going up back there. Anyway, so I love the gold hardware detail. I feel like that's really cute. It's definitely a plunging situation, but I actually feel more secure and lifted in this compared to that little cap sleeve top. We do have the cups here. No real underbust support, so I'm not feeling super lifted in the underbust. The extra small I feel like was a good choice. I think if I did the small, I would definitely have some tenting in the back situation. So I do think this one runs just a little bit big, but pretty true to Abercrombie sizing, if that makes sense. I did tighten these straps. I like that they are elastic straps because even though they're super thin, they're not gonna be too rough and really cut into you a lot. Here's the back. It kind of scoops down a little bit, and again, no lines or anything. And then it does come up pretty high on the hip here. My long torso is also going to contribute to that. So the support, again, is going to be low. So is this one no bra approved? Yes. Again, a lot of these tops, I would consider them no bra approved. You're just not really feeling super supported. I do feel like with the bodysuit, the way the placement is, this one is pretty good. And I would say mostly large cup size approved. Obviously, it's a very cleavagey moment, but the adjustable straps help a lot with the lift. So I would say this one's pretty good. Next, we have a mini dress. This is the bra-free everyday Skort. And I don't know if this drives anyone else crazy, but it just drives me crazy that Abercrombie calls dresses with built-in shorts skorts. I don't even know what you should call it, but a skort is a skirt with built-in shorts. When it's a dress, that is an entirely different thing. So to call it a skort, I'm always like, okay, is this actually a dress or what are we talking about? So yes, they do call this a skort, which to me, I mean, let me know in the comments down below, but this is not a skort. So again, I got size extra small. This does come in multiple lengths. I don't know why I did not get the long version. Sometimes they advertise having 3 different lengths and then they only have 3 different lengths in like one color, which I feel like is kind of upsetting, but this one was $70. So we have this kind of almost rounded neckline situation. It's a very simple shape dress. This is another thing that kind of bothers me about Abercrombie. I feel like they do a lot of these dresses that are just straight up and down and have no shape to them. And I just don't really understand why we can't create like slightly more flattering shapes, because I feel like this straight up and down boxy kind of stiff looking sheath dress is not really flattering on most body types. For me, it just highlights all my worst parts and does not define my waist or anything that would give me any sort of a shape. So I don't really love dresses that are shaped like this. Anyways, it does seem to flare away maybe a little bit. We do have a zipper down the side. The straps are slightly thicker than spaghetti straps and they are adjustable, which is great. The built-in shorts on this dress, or skort as they call it, is actually made of an active material. And I like this so much better than some of the other skorts that they do that have more of a stiff linen bodysuit. I think it makes so much sense to have a stretchy active material underneath a skirt, because I can't be the only one growing up. When you wore a skirt to school, you put on a pair of spandex shorts on the inside. You don't put on a pair of jean shorts under your skirt. So I actually really like that this is stretchy. Oh my gosh, and it has pockets. Okay, I was hating on this dress. I don't think I'm gonna like the shape, but I like what's going on the inside. We do have a front seam on the dress, which is a little bit of a bummer, but not the end of the world. And then we have another built-in bra situation. Again, we just have cup pads on the inside. So I don't think this is going to provide enough shape, especially on a looser style dress. We do have that full bodysuit on the inside, but I have to say I did kind of have higher hopes for more of maybe a true built-in bra situation with Abercrombie, but it just kind of seems like cup pads so far. So, but maybe it's better when it's on. So let's try it on. I also love gingham, so I got this little brown gingham color. Okay, Abercrombie, if you're watching, we have to get away from this box dress trend. I just can't get over all the dresses that they have. The description of this one is flattering shape. What shape? Box? The shape is literally box. I hate like a sheath dress that just like this one actually is contouring my bust, but I feel like that's because I sized down and I have a larger cup size. But the rest of this dress is just not giving. It just doesn't define my waist. It actually makes my waist look bigger. And after your girl has lunch, it's just gonna like cling to the tummy area and accentuate absolutely nothing else. Not to mention, I know this one is the regular length because the tall length was sold out, but I have many Abercrombie dresses that are not the tall length and they've always been fine, but this one is so short. Like this is literally where my glutes end. That is my crease. If I lean over, we're seeing those bright white shorts underneath, and this is just super itty bitty. When I tell you guys I picked the best pieces I could find out of this bra-free collection, just feel like they could be doing a little bit more here. And this is coming from an Abercrombie lover. So anyways, the top, surprisingly good, but when I was holding the bra up during the seated portion, you guys can kind of see it was almost like circular on the top. So instead of being like a scoop neck, it was almost inverted. It just creates a little fabric that just kind of of sticks out at the top there, which I don't love. These straps are pretty stiff, but that actually allows it to provide some decent support. I actually am getting supported in the bust area, mostly because this is an extra small and I think I am a true small. So when zipping this up at the top, it was a little bit tight, but honestly, I appreciate the bust support. And actually the coverage is pretty good. I would say it's a medium coverage up top, and I know I'm not gonna fall out of it. So I would say this one is no bra approved, and the coverage is pretty good up top as well. So I would also say it's large cup size approved. Actually, I'm pretty squished, so I'm getting like a low to medium support. I really do love that the inner bodysuit, the whole inner bodysuit, is made of this lightweight athletic performance material. So think of a sleek performance legging. That's what this is made out of. I will put the inseam of the shorts at the end of the screen. They feel pretty short, which makes it even worse that I can basically see them just leaning over a little bit with this skirt. I also think that the bright white was maybe not the best choice to put underneath this, but there is a front seam there. Overall, I would say this one is pretty long torso friendly. I'm not getting too many problems, and I really do appreciate the addition of the pockets on the inner shorts, because who doesn't love to have a pocket? I think that's more functional than putting it on the outside where it would kind of create some bulging. But yeah, just overall kind of a straight up and down sheath shape. I just really don't find the shape flattering on many people. Let me know if you guys like this shape, but I feel like all of the trendy shapes lately are either baby doll, which I hate, and sheath, which I also hate. Bring back a fit and flare, because I feel like flattering styles like that should never go out of style. That's just my personal opinion. I'm no fashion icon, but yeah. The last dress I got was the bra-free Clasp-Back Flowy maxi dress. I don't know why I felt the need to get 2 maxi dresses. This one is very much giving summer vacation. This one is made out of a different material. This is made out of a viscose nylon. It feels very lightweight. There's an up close of that fabric. A little bit of that intentionally crinkly pattern, but very lightweight. So yes, good for a vacation, which is what this looks like it's for. Similar style almost to the last one. We have a plunging V-neck, triangle cup area, and again, just cup pads in the bra space, no underbust shelf or real underbust support. We have adjustable spaghetti straps, and in the back we do have, they're always protecting the metal hardware back here. And in the back we have a metal clasp that is decorative but also functional to help you get it on. Don't believe there's a zipper on this one. No zipper. It's a little elasticized along the back area as well. And then this is a maxi length. I just got a size extra small. I don't believe I got a tall in this one. We have a little palm tree pattern at the bottom. Let's try this on. Okay, another win for the dresses. I guess the maxi dresses are just where it's at for this collection. So first of all, I actually like the bust support here. It's actually pretty snug right in the underbust area and really cuts in and supports right there. So I would definitely say this one is no bra approved. It is pretty low coverage and I am kind of spilling out of it. This is an extra small, so the cup space is probably a little bit smaller than I would need, but the back band area fits really well in this size. So I would say just be wary of this style if you do have a larger cup size, just because I think for me this one's not going to work just because I'm spilling out of it. Oh, Peach, Jasmine girl. We have to get both cats in one video, don't we? Don't we? So yeah, pretty low coverage, and this is also a baby doll shape, which again, I'm a baby doll hater. I just don't think it's that flattering. For this specific case of like a vacation giving maxi dress, I think that this does kind of make sense, but I still prefer the style of the yellow dress that just had a little bit of definition right below the bust. I just think that's a little bit more flattering overall. I do really enjoy how the straps are adjustable here. I liked the adjustable straps on the last one, but it's a little bit hard to adjust to the back and the straps. So the fact that these are just regular adjustable straps just makes it easy. The clasp was easy to get on, and then this part is elasticated, so it sits nicely along the back. And then I think I actually did get a tall length of this. It does go all the way to my ankles, so it's plenty long on me. There's a little pattern at the bottom. This one is like definitely giving vacation though. I don't know why I got this color. I feel like I got it for a specific reason, maybe so other things were sold out. And as you can see, I've been putting my hands in the pockets, which I love when a dress has pockets. So yeah, I feel like the maxi dresses are definitely the winners of this launch. And our final piece, this is the bra-free 90s cami. This looked very simple and reminded me a lot of those little built-in bra camis that I used to wear like all the time growing up. They were just so easy. And this is my final hope for an actual built-in bra, but I'm just not sure. And again, no actual built-in bra. You guys, I was really hoping for some real built-in bras here, especially for a top like this. I feel like I could go to Target or Walmart right now and get this exact exact style of cami with a full shelf liner that is like actually a separate shelf. Like when I used to have tops like this, I don't think they used to have cup pads, but at least they had a separate shelf. And honestly, that was the support part. So that is kind of a bummer. This is one of the more affordable tops. This one is $29 before any sale. I did get a size small. It's a 95% cotton, 5% elastane blend, and it is a very thick, substantial material. Actually, the whole top is a double thickness of the fabric. So nice and substantial. It shouldn't be sheer. We have a squared neckline with elastic strap that are adjustable in the back. Looks like it's going to be kind of a longer cropped length, maybe go to the top of your jean waistband. And then just to show the built-in bra situation here, it's just not really a built-in bra. It's just cup pads, and the cups, they provide the shape and, you know, nippage protection, but they don't actually provide support. So let's try it on. All right, we're doing the rolled down jean waistband trend because I guess all my bottoms are too high rise to show you the length of things, but we have the cami. It actually is fitting pretty well. I think the double layer of the fabric here helps keep it nicely against the waist so that I do get a little bit of underbust support. I would still consider this a very low support. Again, I know it's not activewear, but I still like to rate the support. The coverage here, I would say, is medium. I think for a top like this, it's perfectly fine. You still get a nice little bit of neck showing, but I'm not falling out of it. I like that the straps are adjustable as well. The length is similar to the last one. It goes maybe a little bit past high hip, kind of perfectly meets a mid to high rise waistband. And then the back, again, is very simple here. I would consider this no bra approved if you are a larger cup size. I just wouldn't be expecting a lot of support, but it's a little bit better than I thought about this. But overall, for this style of top, I don't think that this is that unique, which is fine to have basics. But for me, if I'm looking for a basic that looks like this, I would want it to have that built-in shelf. I just find it a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more supportive. So yeah, and this is also a small, which is a size up from every other piece today. I feel like it mostly fits just fine. So this piece fits a little bit more snug than the others. I could size down if I wanted it to be really, really tight, because you can see I do have a little bit of wrinkling here, but it's not loose. I stand corrected. I think that this is actually 3 layers of fabric in the front, which kind of feels like a bit overkill. Yeah, I can literally feel 3 separate layers, and it's just very thick for what looks like a nice little lightweight top. So I'm wondering why we had to do 3 layers. Okay, guys, that is everything from the Abercrombie Bra-Free collection. I guess they do call it the Bra-Free collection, not the built-in bra collection, because they weren't really built-in bras. I feel like for me, the tops were a skip, bodysuits were a skip. Again, I'm kind of over bodysuits these days anyway. I really wanted that first top to work. Like, I loved the style. It was just too open for me. But I do feel like the dresses have a lot of potential, and I'm definitely keeping that yellow dress. I thought it was super cute, perfect for a vacation, just easy, you don't have to worry about a bra. And the adjustable straps and back area just made it a lot more friendly to not wearing a bra. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what other regular clothing videos you'd like to see from me next. I love you guys all so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!